What's going on? Chris Palomares here, motivational speaker. I am driving to work, so this is our drive time when I'm talking to you. So please don't mind me if I am not speaking to the camera, because I am focused on the road, because safety first. Okay, so I was thinking about the times that allowed me to motivate myself. Where I was forced to do that. So one of the times when I was let go with a company who was it was a Fortune 500 company, and I worked there for 10 years, right? For 10 years, and I basically felt I was a good employee. I mean, obviously I had quirks here and there. I could have tweaked up a little bit more, but for one reason or another, I was let go. So I have devoted myself for 10 years to this company, and I knew all the nicks and crannies. You know, I was a quote unquote customer service specialist, right? So I did medical insurance. So I enrolled people in medical insurance. I also was website technical support, so to speak. You know, they had problems with their website. I was able to navigate through and disable pop-up blockers, things of that nature, so that way they can enroll in medical insurance online. And I was more or less just an orientation over the phone. So so after I felt so comfortable at that job for such a long time, I did not expand my horizon. I did not seek other opportunity within the company, because I thought that was basically it. I was going to be there, I was going to retire there, you know, and I was just going to be the best I can on the phone. But there were other plans. So I was let go. That forced me out to find something else to do. So it forced me to self-motivate myself, like, oh my gosh, I was just stagnant over here, happy with where I was at, but I was not growing. Now I have to force myself to find something else and use the talents that I have. I'm like, what kind of talents do I have? You know, okay, I could talk on the phone. What else? I don't know what else. So I went ahead and I cashed in my 401k, spent the whole summer with my kids. Then I did technical support for another company. Then I started doing all this other stuff for medical insurance for around town. But one thing that I had to do was I had to seek my inner talents to come out, and it forced me to succeed and to use what I had in order to survive, you know, because I had to pay for bills. I had to pay for diapers for the kids. I mean, I had to freaking do what I had to do. And truthfully, at one point in time, man, I was very determined and so desperate to possibly even get a sign and just go out and say, I need help. And not a lot of people know that. You know, I truly have been trying to keep my standards up high, but at one point in time I was so desperate on how was I going to make it. But I did not do that. But in lieu of that, I went ahead and I did something else, which is I applied what I had learned from that first job, and so I had a stitch, I had a niche, and then I built on top of that. So I never was a supervisor or a lead or anything of that nature. I was a worker. So now I am a lead over 12 people, which is nice, but at the same point in time, I have a lot more responsibility, and I'm learning that. And I'm not eager to go to the next level either at this point, because I'm learning that. But I also know that in order to succeed, you have to jump, and you have to be willing to do the hard stuff. Because if you do things in life that is hard, your life will be easy. If you do things easy in your life is hard, if that makes any sense. So I just wanted to tell you that whatever you're going through in life, as far as like your job is concerned, whatever you had to, whatever you learned at one job is going to help build your career for the other jobs that you're going to have. And it's I don't want you to think that I want you to go to job to job to job. I'm not, but I'm saying if that happens to you, spin it into a positive. A lot of times people are so negative in life. They're like, man, I got fired for this, got fired for that, I just can't do nothing, I'm a loser. It's like, no. I'm not going to speak those things into existence. I expect great things to happen to me, and it's about to happen. It will happen, and it's just I'm waiting for that time to happen. So just like you should be waiting for that time to happen. Where you are now and where I am now is not the last place where I'm going to be. I'm going to be somewhere else. Somewhere in the future. I look much better than I do right now. So just FYI, we can do this. We can do this. You see, it's so dark outside. I mean, it's light, but it's foggy. It's crazy. I could barely see in front of me. Mommy can, but anyway. So that's my talk for the day. Do not be discouraged. Keep pressing forward, and remember that you can do great things because there are great things within you. All right, Chris Palomares. Book me. Do what you want to do. You can DM me, and I will come out, and we can talk. Peace out.